we are going to be unlocking the Capybara on Raised Animals. Let's get right into this. So in their newest update, they added an exclusive Capybara right down here, and the only way you can get it is from the daily wheel. So over here, they removed the golden lion and they added the Capybara, and hopefully we can get it. I have 53 spins left over from the previous update, so let's hope we can manage to land on it within these 50 spins. And there we go, we just got it. We just landed on the Capybara. So let's place this thing in our plot and let's see how good it is. Also, in this update, they kind of messed it up and they made every animal super massive, and then in an attempt to fix it, they made every animal super small. So all my animals are like way smaller than they should be for some reason. But anyway, let's smack down the Capybara right there and look at this thing. It is so small compared to everything else. Anyway, let's go over here and let's see what it does. Also, the wheel is the only way you can get this, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, it has 2 hearts, it goes 29 to 34 speed, and its special ability is chill. Completely ignores crashes with other animals, meaning that we don't take any damage from them, but we can still take damage from obstacles and walls. So basically, its ability is that it just ignores animals, which sounds pretty cool, and it goes 34 speed, which I mean that's pretty much what the golden lion does, because the golden lion can just eat every animal that it runs into, the golden lion just eats it. But the golden lion also gains a speed boost, and when we look at this, we can just run through every single animal, which is actually pretty cool. But we do have to watch out for all the other obstacles, and oh, we're actually in the brand new desert dunes biome, which is pretty cool. But for all of these animals, we can just run directly through them, and we don't even need to worry about a single thing. So the Capybara is pretty cool, but it's definitely not as good as the golden lion, and I think that's why they added it to the wheel, because the golden lion is a shiny and it's one of the hardest animals to get in the game, because you have to ride a lion, and then with the lion that you're riding, you have to eat 3 lions, and then the golden lion will spawn. But they put it on the daily wheel whenever they first added it into the game, but I think they want something exclusive to the daily wheel, and that's why they added the Capybara. And I keep forgetting that we don't have to worry about any animals and that we can just run through them. It just feels unnatural. But anyway, this won't really help us too much at the beginning of the game, but as we get farther on and animals start to become way more crazy, it will definitely help us out a bunch. And it also goes a pretty quick speed as well. I think the golden lion does go a bit slower, but with the golden lion, every 10 animals that we eat, we do gain a plus 5% speed increase. So the golden lion will be faster over time, but the Capybara is faster at the start, and we just died because we do still have to watch out for obstacles, so we still need to be aware of that. And we just jumped on another animal, and I just realized I think the Capybara is a little bit more difficult to see on, just because of how low it is to the ground, because with the zebra we're kind of higher off of the ground, and I think it just allows us to see more. But with the Capybara, I feel like we're a lot lower, and it makes it harder to see obstacles in front of you. I mean, we can still see them in front of us, but we aren't able to see up ahead as much, so that does make it a tad bit more difficult. And I keep talking about the golden lion, so let me just show y'all what it does. We're now in the game and I'm riding the golden lion, and let me show y'all what this does. So basically, this makes us immune to animals, because as you can see, we just run through them, and we can just eat all of them back to back, and there's no cooldown. With the regular lion, there is a cooldown, but the golden lion, there's not. So it's pretty much the same as the Capybara, but we gain a speed boost for every 10 animals that we eat, which also has this golden ring around us that slows animals down whenever they get in the ring. Like right here, whenever the animal enters the ring, it slows them down, allowing us to eat them even faster. So I would say the golden lion is better, but the Capybara is still pretty good itself, because it makes you completely immune to animals, so all you have to worry about is obstacles. Also, by the way, the Capybara gives you $50,000. That's actually insane. That's more than the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman gives us $30,000, but the Capybara is a whopping $50,000. That is insane. But anyway, that's pretty much everything about the Capybara in Raised Animals though. So that's gonna be all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.